York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one back in the line of scrimmage.
The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Tough spot here. Third down and 11. Herbert now. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 9. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Amazing how Jefferson makes first downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Madison. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. It's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and 10. Here's Levis. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Levis now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In motion, right goes Allen. They started on the ground with Eckler. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, go Lion. Right.
Here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. They run up the gut with Kelly. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and on play action, here's Herbert. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Levis to throw off play action. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Levis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Levis on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It's gotta have it time. 4th and 9. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Just obviously a gigantic play by the defense here. You see where we're at in the fourth quarter, Charles. 4th and long, they felt like they had to make a big play through the air, but it's the defense, not that offense, that comes up with the huge play.
And I love the countenance of the defenders. So calm, so ready, no nerves and evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This is 1st and 10. So the pick six, and now Levis right back to the air. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Levis to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Levis to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Fourth down, Levis. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.